Y luego te esperas allí y le vas a dar al cuadrado cuando te salga.
Justo al revés, tío.
Te tienes que esperar, Dark. Le das al R2 en el menú de Fortnite y te descarga la World Cup.
Aplicación.
Es verdad, tú juegas en Switch, ¿no?
No, juego en PC.
Ah, juegas en PC. Vale, pues dale a ver World Cup. Fortnite World Cup Creative.
Iniciar transmisión de video. Toca el video para empezar. Fue el video.
¡Mira el pescadito bailando! ¡Y es mi baile! ¡El pasque! ¡Y es mi baile! ¡Lol! Pero ahora van a hacer creativo, ¿no?
Sí, ahora van a hacer creativo. Van a hacer speedruns, circuitos de construcción. Sí, son.
Yo quiero ver unos PvPs.
Yo estoy viendo no, iniciar transmisión de video para tocar el video para empezar.
Si no, míralo en el móvil.
Anda, que la foto del Zan.
También es verdad.
Ahí están hablando nada más.
Ya, es que todavía no están jugando, Dark.
¿Y cómo ustedes sale que un pescadito, que el otro?
No, porque con efectos
Porque hay un
especiales
croma.
ponen un pescadito. Ya, hay un croma.
No se oye.
Sí que se oye.
Shh, se calla, sí. De broma. ¡Sí, el cucurucho! Oh, trickshots.
Ojo. El ninja se le hace el croma porque tiene el pelo azul.
Es verdad.
Mira el ninja. Al cucurucho, tío. Ninja, Taco, Kaz, Alcadi. Hostia, el ninja. Es que es como... Sí, yo participé en la World Cup de Fortnite.
¿En qué? En creativo.
En solo en dúo, en
creativo.
Magma, Taylor,
we're the most skilled, the most creative, and honestly, we're just the best.
Well, there you go. Again, just, you know, when you're ready and you're skilled, you just kind of just, hey.
hagan un directo.
¿Quién baila ese que hay?
Next up, though, we've got
Ni idea.
this team is led by
Raven's Revenge.
I mean,
Oye,
obviously, you
Ninja
guys
fue
know this man is the
descalificado de la
French
World Cup.
monster. Teammates Magma, Artier, and Chappie.
Kotaka, who made the map, we talked about it. He actually has played in a number of different things, and we just saw Ninja. He actually once lost 19,000.
Tu s'ha dit que el cosplay del Raven és el pitjor que ha sortit fins ara. O sigui, queda millor el de l'en Peter de la peli de Fortnite que aquest.
Hablan español, que si no, no. Revenge.
Gotaga, Magma, Artuanler i Chappie. Chappie està bé. I Gotaga, mira, també una mica.
¿Pero qué coño pinta creativo en el mundial?
Magma and my team, Raven's Revenge,
El
is going
cosplay
to
del
be
Raven
in the
está
World Cup,
guapo,
and we're going to smash the rest of the competition.
Aquest tio en Magma té uns collons més grans,
¿Qué ha
xaval.
dit?
Diu,
La
soy
llama.
Magma y... Soy Magma y... y mi equipo Raven's Revenge va a ganar la World Cup creativa y vamos a reventar a los otros equipos.
¿Saben el del streaming del
Mira el Lamas, tío, mira qué pavo.
¿Está lesbianas? Sí, lesbianas, puto amo.
Bueno, chaval, presentan algo más y ya me voy, tío. ¿Te imaginas? ¿Te imaginas que ahora dicen y hemos cambiado todo el meta para que todos los jugadores, para que el jugador que se adapta más rápido pueda ganar la World Cup? ¿Te
Y
imaginas?
dicen, solo pistola popo. ¿Tenéis algún favorito vosotros?
Hemos buscado las pistolas.
¿Tenéis algún favorito?
Es como Hemos quitado escopetas.
Grandes Venos.
Es Venos.
Grande. Hola,
Yo tengo
Panal.
un favorito.
Bueno, Panal al final World Cup de muy directo yo. Puto vamos, Panal. Te quiero.
The Sunshine Soldiers
Yes, when-
didn't mess it up. Let's go, baby. That's how we do things here. You've got dual team leaders, by the
Oigan,
way.
¿por qué no
That's
se dio un
Daniel and
directo?
Action from Brazil and Mexico,
No, vaya
respectively.
brillante.
Their teammates are Ford Turtle and Stewart.
La única que conozco es la Daniel.
0-0-0-0.
Ya, dame.
Ok.
This team competed on a speed run. They had to
What the
clear
fuck?
100 checkpoints as fast as possible. And the top two
Ay,
joined them.
no.
That was Ford Turtle and Stewart. Like
El Ford Turtle.
La China está rimando mucho.
Mira la cara del Ford Turtle.
Oye, también va a presentar la
¡Máquina!
So amped to be here on the stage, meeting, you know, his peers and
Oigan,
of course some of the players that are all
WhatsApp has preguntado si teníamos un favorito, yo sí.
actually had a chance to catch
¿Cuál?
up with them.
Dark.
Hi, I'm Fortnite and the Sunshine Soldiers are gonna win because we're two.
What? La voz.
Twice as many.
Yo sí tuviera que escoger uno.
My personal favorite team,
Mm,
Moniker. It's the
Yo el de Rubius, tío.
Cuddle Crew, and he's joined
Ya.
by 3 players.
Está Rubius y Keroro.
Ya, ya. Pero en el solo y dúos no.
Ya, no estoy duro, ¿no?
Yeah, man. Lachlan, excuse me, had
Ay,
Lockheed
qué horror.
lining up for grabs and up for the test of all the
¿Qué te estás hablando, para?
matching team jerseys. This ragtag crew is going to be bringing the heat, and players need to look out. Now, of course, everyone at this point probably knows who Lachlan is. I'm sorry, from Lockheed's Landing. You've got MSYB, Clytex, and
MSYB está bastante.
and again, just a complete diverse crew.
El Ford Turtle es el millón al parkour. Ah, amigo.
Germany and Sandy out from
¿Eh?
Slovenia. Now,
Que el Ford Turtle es el mejor con el parkour.
to the players, Clytex
Ah, vale.
had a few words to say.
I'm Clytex from Team Cuddle Crew, and we have the best team synergy. Even though our name is Q,
¿Vosotros también lo veis raro?
and win this competition.
No. ¿Por qué?
En plan, raro, no sé.
Man, these teams are insane.
A lo mejor porque tenemos el modo daltónico del Fortnite.
A pleasure to watch. I think
No.
we're going to surprise a lot of these players and you guys at home and here in the stadium with what you're going to be seeing. It's going to be a really, really great weekend, and today is going to be amazing.
Well, it's like the team captain surprised us with their beautiful maps. I'm excited to see all of them, how they contribute to the game. Lachlan, of course, he did have an opportunity to play at the Creative Showdown in June, so we'll see what he brings to the table, what kind of experience he brings to the table.
Al raro es joder, pana.
That first competitive event in Creative.
Yeah, for sure.
Que digo, voy a ver rabia al panal igual, al raro esto.
We miss you, we love you, but of course we want to give you guys an outlet to be able to watch the way
Sí.
you want to. So please, for your viewing experience,
Hagan
with
el
real-time
canal, voy a
stats and
subir
different
un
points of view in
cara.
game, head to Fortnite.com.
Hòstia, Nicolau, amb el mòbil fica't al directo aquell, perquè si no ens donaran les recompenses.
Es verdad.
Yo lo vinculé. Tenemos
Sí,
que
sí, yo
ver
también.
20 minutos. Tenemos que ver 20 minutos y ya nos dan la recompensa.
Ok. El de Copa del Mundo, ¿no? Este sí, vale, este. Pues me lo dejo aquí.
Copa del Mundo. Fortnite día 1 modo creativo. Es el mismo Fortnite, el Fortnite es.
Sí, 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 el Fortnite es de España.
Ok. Pues yo me lo voy a poner, pero me lo voy a poner silenciado y tal, y lo voy a
Sí, yo
mirar.
también.
Voy a buscar el cargador porque
43,
si no me voy a tener que ir y no voy a tener batería.
A las 7 y 3 lo dan.
Ganas de jugar el Fortnite y es ya.
Yo ahora vengo, chavales.
Voy a cambiar el directo.
Ok.
If you guys aren't feeling the hype right now, you need to open your eyes because this is it. 10 weeks of qualifiers, 8 weeks of creative qualifiers have led us to this very weekend. The Fortnite World Cup Finals in New York City. We're going to walk away with world champions. I'm so excited. I could not be happier right now.
And not only that, we are outside at the fan festival having a blast. Everybody's doing all sorts of fun activities. All the people are getting inside.
Pero qué otaku.
Get ready for the show. Get in the bleachers. Start watching some creative action. And then later, of course, the pro-am. It's a blast. Make sure you're coming down here and joining us.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Hey, chavales, ¿qué tal?
Pero qué otakus. Mira.
Pero qué otakus.
With the leader of the Monkey Fighters, that is Tamoya. So let's send it over to her for an interview.
Ara mira els comentaris fan que m'ho vaig obrir des de l'ordinador perquè des del mòbil tinc el directe perquè em donen les recompenses. El pollo i el cucurucho.
It is so exciting to have you here competing in the Creative Fortnite World Cup. How have you been preparing for today?
I
Oh,
just
verá,
practiced
chao, chao,
yesterday
chao.
and things went pretty good. And we didn't have as much time as I thought we would do, but we played really good, so I'm pretty excited.
Está muy vacío ese
That's
escenario,
awesome. Team synergy is definitely important. Now, do you know any of the other competitors that are going to be here today that you'll be facing? Do you have your eye on anybody?
The Death Run
Pollo.
map, I think is
¿Ahora un Death Run?
competitive, so
Joder.
I'm excited to do the Death Run map, yeah.
So, I mean, Scissors is very well known for his death runs. Do you think you'll have any competition with him?
Miren Rubius.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really hard beating him, but my map was also a Death Run, so I think my teammates have a good chance.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. Zeke and Bala, back to you guys.
Dame los comentarios acá.
Oh man, the hype is building. Now guys, the show is getting ready to start, but there it is. You've got the 32 players, 19 countries represented across 8 different teams. The Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals are about to
Me
begin.
falta, me falta
Ready, Zeke.
I'm ready
el
to
tío
run
aquell
inside,
que ha
so
presentado
without
el
further
Overwatch
ado,
League
let's
també.
set it inside to kick
Ah, ja.
No negre. El
Sí,
tío
sí.
que és més gros.
Sí, sí.
Vale, vale. Ojo.
Pues puse el volumen del vídeo, no. Esto sí.
Lol, amb un violador sols de Fortnite.
What? Épico.
Hago una cosa, pongo el grupo en privado, ¿vale?
Vale. Espera, yo salgo un momento y voy a mirar de subir el
Eres por
volumen.
el líder.
Gentlemen, what's going on?
No, da igual.
How you feeling today? That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Welcome everyone to the Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Mira, 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 es ese.
Un momento que tengo
Golden
privado.
Boy.
Me he puesto privado. Un momento, ajustes. Sonido.
Sí que está el Golden Boy, vosotros, así que es a cada día.
Ok.
Qué guapo,
Me he
tío.
subido todo el volumen al máximo.
Pues els PCs per davant, la paret que tenen davant. Per una, cada equip, un és pedra, l'altre és metal, l'altre és fusta.
Això el de veu. Sí. Igual la música. Pero la música da igual.
Ninja.
Ara voy un moment. Parleu un moment.
Hola. Què tal?
Vale. Ara millor para.
O sea, vos tenés
Estaba entrevistando a
todo
Ninja.
el texto, ¿no?
Voy. Miro.
I checked out their clips for the trick shots that they submitted, and they were all,
Directo,
they stood
WhatsApp.
out to me. They were special,
Digo,
and it was
Sí, te veo, hola.
to pick these three guys. And you know, like I said, we've actually been bonding pretty hard the last 48 hours. So
bueno,
Vosotros,
yo salgo en la
Ninja,
taquilla.
it's an all-time
mi
high.
equipo ha estado practicando trick shots,
I
death
love it. We
runs.
should have named you guys
Parkour.
the Ninja Trick Shot Warriors,
Hola,
really.
yo
That would've been
salgo en la
awesome.
taquilla.
There's no- I mean, there was a ninja skin kind of in the game, so you know we could have had, you know, maybe some of that. It's all good. I
Hola,
like a
me
little
dio
whip.
algo en la
I love a little
taquilla,
ice
Lul.
cream.
And anybody that you're looking forward to facing off against here today?
Everyone here, you know, Gotaga, he's my fellow, you know, Red Bull competitor, essentially, and you know, Scissors because he talks a big game. That's it, yeah. Those two guys looking out for them most.
Me encanta la cara
Let's
de
talk a
ninja.
big game. Let's see if we can back it up today. Thank you so
La cara
much.
del
I wish
ninja.
you all the best of luck. Golden Boy, what do you think?
No sembla ninja, tío.
Well, I think that's
S'ha
pretty
engreixat.
awesome because the good news is we got 8 great teams that are going to be playing for a $1 million grand prize in 3 very creative modes, which means today's really all about fun. And who better to have some fun with than none other? You got Monster, Sundown, over at the Cats Move. Take it away, fellas.
Del
Boys
Rubius.
and girls, Jonesies, Bonesies, and everyone in between. Welcome to the Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals. I'm one of your casters, Sundown, joined here by Monster. Monster, how you doing today, man?
Doing great. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. 10 weeks of qualifiers, and it's all coming to life.
Hashtag
And,
Team
this is
Pollo.
what we're here for.
Yes, after the 8 trials now, what you'll be seeing on the stage will be 4 sets of 3 matches in 2 never-before-seen maps, and a little refresher coming from the Creative Showdown there with Sky Station Showdown. It's going to be incredible.
That's right. So you guys have seen the Sky Station before. Lucky for them, you know, they get to kind of come in here, prepare, kind of prepped up. But there is so much more that is going to happen that hasn't been unveiled today.
Oh, and I mean, seeing the adaptation across these sets is going to be incredible, and they're going to get a chance to revisit them at the end with a little remix, but we'll get into that here in a second. Let's check out the overall scoring and how these guys are going to be competing and how they will win. So, as we said, that first set is Sky Station Showdown. Junkyard Juke will be the second
Sky Station Showdown, Junkyard Juke, Wall Run, Golden Games.
Now, the Golden Games will comprise of a singular match from each one of the other 3 with, as I said, a nice little remix on it. And the Golden Games is worth a golden llama, while all of the other sets are worth a singular silver llama. How do those llamas add up, Monster?
Yeah, you want to accumulate the most llamas throughout each set, treating each set its own individual thing with a couple games in between. So they're going to get a couple runs at it, and you just want to do the best in every set. Get those llamas so you can take it all home.
Yes, now the winner of the set will go through, and in case there is a tie, it will come down to that golden llama. The golden llama will trump all. Now let's get into the prizing, which will also determine a little bit of the scoring. We'll take a look and we'll throw that up there for you. And the way it ends up working is from top to bottom. Each one of these contestants will be winning money. So everyone is a winner in there, but first place ends up deciding that, and this is per the individual
si quedas último ya te importas de 1.000.
Through the sets, but they're still taking it home at the end of the day. So you definitely want to get into the top 4 to bump up that score.
Yeah, that's right, and that is every game per match.
O sea, solo por participar ya te llevas 10.000.
Of course, it's going to be divvied out between everyone competing, but come on, with the amount of games that's going on today, this is incredible.
Yes, that is across 12 of matches total. So tons of chances to win prizes from all of these guys. Let's take a look at the roster and all of the teams who will be competing and give you guys a quick little overview. You can see Chicken Champions led by El Rubius, Sunshine Soldiers got that one right.
Sí, yo me compraría un PC. Y lo que me sobre pues me lo guardo.
Pero un PC el gordo. La gráfica gorda. El procesador el gordo. La RAM la gorda. Yo voy con el pollo, tío. Hashtag Team Pollo.
Yo voy con el del Rubius. El equipo de los Rubius, obviamente. ¿Qué es el del pollo? Pues con el del pollo yo también.
¿Sabes qué faltaría, Gonzalo?
¿Qué?
Que el pollo ese que hace tu baile, que el pescadito ese que ¿cómo se llama? Que hace tu baile sea fuera el equipo del Rubius.
Sí. Es que es brutal el pescadito, tío. ¿Te recuerdas que Bachi que buscaba una skin en plan que lo tenéis de siempre? Pues toma, pues pescadito.
Y lo mío, no te lo has preocupado.
Ya.
Team to 1,000 points or the highest scoring team by the end. And also, the creative captains will be wielding the Infinity
Blade will be important because they have to get to the capture points A, B, and C, which will give 3 points a second, and then 7 minutes into the round, point D opens up, where you will get a lot more, right? 12 points a second. That is what
Majo no mayo. Es su apellido.
the point D on the map, that's your comeback or that's your lead taker.
Me han dado algo, me parece.
Yo no entiendo una mierda, pero bueno.
Yo sí.
Bueno, es que abajo me estoy fijando, a ver. Nah, vale, a ver si me fijo entiendo, pero... ¿Alguien está bailando? Eso. What? ¿Qué? Pero que... ¡Skybase! ¡Skybase!
No. Sky Showdown.
Lo mismo.
Es un Skywars.
Es un Skywars, es verdad. Es que... ¿Y yo qué he dicho?
Has dicho Skybase.
Voy a decir Skywars. ¡Oh! ¡Sí! ¡Minecraft en Fortnite! Sí. Sí.
Toda la gente que va a ser del equipo va a tener
They are also the only ones who can wield the
va a haber
Infinity
espada del
Blade, which deals
infinito.
massive melee damage.
LOL.
It enables the wielder to jump
Y
incredibly
la dice que así no podemos jugar.
It's the rest of the team's job to make sure the VIP
No, pero
gets
yo lo
to
quiero
the
ver, tío.
capture circle and stays there as long as
Eso
possible.
también
Más
está
después,
muy
bueno.
rápido. A ver, ¿qué es
Ah, o sea,
esto?
el
Qué
que
guapo.
llega a 1000 puntos gana.
Sí.
Ah.
Supongo que uno se queda y los otros protegen y ya está.
Pay attention to your surroundings.
Pero qué
Because lots
guapo.
of teams are fighting for the same point. There could be an
Esta
open
esta
circle
sería
elsewhere.
otra.
Hold up.
Se van a liar unas batallas de construcciones ahí en medio.
There's a fourth one. Partway through the match,
Eso
the
solo
fourth
es
capture
eso,
circle
nada
in the
más.
center of the map will open up and will award 4 times more points per second than the others.
LOL.
High
4
reward,
veces más puntos por
high
segundo.
risk. After each match,
12 punts per segon.
based on how long
Lo
they
mejor
held
de
the
todo
capture
es que ellos van a
circle and
jugar
earn
con
overall
nosotros, lo
points
podemos
based on
jugar.
the
A lo
rank
mejor
of
WhatsApp
the
no.
game.
Pueden hacer
Points will be added
2
to
que
the
vayan
overall
consiguiendo
count.
puntos
And at the end of 6
y
matches,
los otros dos que voltean.
points wins. Let the showdown
Sí, no sé.
begin.
Los pollas.
Love seeing that and getting a quick rundown of how the teams can go about playing. Now, Monster,
¿Sabes que lo mejor? Que seguro que el estadio se llena más con un evento de Fortnite que con un partido.
No, early on, I thought the Little Whip Warriors and the Fish Ram were
Obviamente.
good, but hearing from the Ravens' Revenge, Gotaga now, I'm just shifting towards Ravens' Revenge here. They've swayed me.
Ya están
Their
jugando.
entrance is
Están
really
dentro del
swayed
mapa.
they definitely
Sí.
have a lot of confidence down there in Gotaga. It can
Mira,
El
Rubius.
Rubius.
drop of a hat. My team to watch.
Debe estar con el...
A mí en 10 minutos me dan las recompensas.
Competitive veterans in a very aggressive journey.
Yo lo que haría es que el ratón que cada uno pudiera llevar el suyo, porque si no, en plan para los dúos y solos, para que todo el mundo esté al 100%. Vale. El teclado no, el teclado es el mismo para, es el mismo para todos.
Sí, pero bueno.
El ratón ya. Que salen.
Por favor, que me enfoquen a uno. No me pongan así.
Rubius, grande.
La Danian ya ha muerto, tío.
Rubius.
No, va a ganar el cucurucho. Vale. Pollo segundo.
Pollo segundo, vale. Remonta Pollo va remontando. Pollo.
¿Pueden no hacerlo si enfocar a uno? No, el pescado sube la...
El Rubius tiene espada, el Rubius tiene espada.
Que me enfoquen a uno, por favor. ¡El pollo va ganando!
¡Sí! ¡Vamos, Pollo! ¡Sí!
¡Cuidado, chavales!
A ver que el ninja la lía, ¿sabes? Vamos, ninja. Sí, el pollo va ganando. El ninja se está cayendo, tío.
Los pollos
Ya,
están sumando en el otro, me parece.
Vamos, sí.
No va a llegar a 100 el pollo.
Sí, el pollo va a llegar a 100.
No están sumando.
No está sumando nadie. El pescadito, que el pescadito remonta. El pescado.
No se están centrando en sumar, el pollo no está sumando, tío.
No, tienen que sumar, Tienen que sumar.
¿Quién está con el pollo? A Rubius, Keroro y quién más.
Y no sé. Vamos, Rubius, no. Están sumando el pescadito, no. Yo voy con el Rubius, tío. Vamos. No suman, los pescaditos no suman los pescaditos.
Whereas Llama Record Company has only had one team coming up towards them. Another thing to note, let's talk about the loadouts here, Monster. What are they rocking?
They're rocking everything that you can get in the game from blue.
Ojo le dado.
¿No suma nadie o qué?
Bueno, el helado está reventando. El helado, tú.
Ojo el helado. Joder.
El helado.
Vamos, Rubius. Pero hay varias bases, ¿no? Para pillar puntos.
Yeah, this is going way better
Es que por la skin no me la arregla al Nicolau. Tú dices. Y al bye.
No, un pollo tercero. No, ya está sumando el Raven.
Jodas.
Vale, un Raven fuera. ¿Hay trampas?
No, el Ruby se ha muerto.
No, pero también.
Here it is, very nice. Finally starting to earn some points, trying to break that, triple digit hand of blood. Fun fact.
Ojo los discos.
Influencer on Instagram.
That's impressive, but I wonder
El equipo de Daniel Cat lleva 15 puntos.
like you go down the line, but one thing I do want to note for Hand of Blood, look at the eliminations coming out of the Infinity Blade, already sitting on 7 and being
Joder, van quintos, tío. El Ruby. Ojo, que el Ruby. Sí, está sumando, Está sumando.
Buena.
Vamos, Ruby, vamos. Tengo el pesque que toma la rata al Nicolau. No, tío, no. Segundo, va. Tú aléjate, Tomo, y aléjate. No.
Toma ya, que me toma toda la polla.
Pero creo que sale más a cuenta usar armas que la hoja del infinito,
No creías porque se petan las estructuras de un toque.
Sí, también. Pero no sé. Ojo el pescadito. Pues...
A ver, aún queda mucho.
a ver, el ninja es el cucurucho, ¿no? El ninja es el cucurucho.
No, están sumando los Afrobeats.
Nada, está muerto.
Ah, vale, no todos llevan espada.
Sí, lo he visto. A lo mejor lleva uno del equipo.
LOL. No, el pollo está bajando.
Está asomando el cucurucho. Y Daniel ya no se va más.
Daniel lleva 90 puntos, que lamentable. Todo se va a decidir cuando se abra la parte de abajo y asumes el cuádruple.
Sí.
Hay gente que debería
Va un poco lag,
Ya ves. ¡Le ha dado Neusco!
Yo haría que cuando se ponga abajo el
Pero debe haber como pocos mats o algo, porque sí, porque construye muy poco.
Vale, Dracus fuera. Sí, no, eso está guapísimo.
Molaría que lo pusieran en creativo o algo para que la gente también pudiera jugar estos días.
Sí se puede, me parece.
Sí.
Necesitamos que el pollo empiece a sumar ya. A ver, una estrategia es, si ves que todo el mundo se está peleando por la parte de abajo, te vas a una de las bases y eso das de ellos.
Un Xing Xing.
The dive straight up into the air to kind of disengage off the pressure.
¿Otra?
Never mind, make
Ahí
that
sí fue, me parece, ¿no?
Sí, ahí sí fue.
And they finally
Los
get another
cucuruchos, tío.
run at, advancing the lead here.
And they are slaying
No,
out JVC every single one.
LOL, Daniel, ¿cómo han remontado, no?
Taco
Es verdad. Que han superado a los pollos. No, Rubén está en la mierda. Pero es que no. ¿Dónde están, tío?
Se ven, están peleando contra los Afro Boys. Debe ser que si estás dentro del punto, pero hay otro de alguien de otro equipo. Oh, ¿se ha abierto?
Se ha abierto, se ha abierto, se ha abierto.
Ya se ha ido Narnia.
¡Rubius, sí! ¡Venga, Rubius! Está el Rubius, está el Rubius, está el Rubius. Sí, 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 sí. ¡Grande! ¡No! ¡Se ha cargado el ninja! Vamos, pollos.
Ojo, qué buenos impulsos ahí. Voila.
Pero no sé si va el stream o ellos. Supongo que el stream.
A ver, supongo que ellos están por cable LAN. A ver,
claro.
La estrategia es, si todo el mundo se está peleando por abajo, tú vete arriba.
Pero si hay...
Los cucuruchos lo están haciendo bien, están ahí. Pero claro, los Funko Boys tienen la parte de abajo.
Que suma de 12 en 12, tío, la parte de abajo.
Yeah, so that's when you need somebody with a hunting rifle to start taking shots and saying, hey, pick on somebody else. If you look this way, you're going to have to respawn, because if you can't get tags, great, but if you don't convert them and into anything,
Es que mira cómo está aguantando, tío, la llama esa.
Kind of stuttered because Carnifex is sitting on 23 eliminations, Hand of Blood on 14 right there. That's why the Llama Record Company is ahead right now.
Yes, and they were using that 4x bonus.
¿Dónde está Rubius?
Right in the middle. It only appears after the
Mira,
second
Scissors.
So now that we only have 5 left in the game, it's up to whoever can hit that 1000 first.
Porque los que tienen espada no pueden construir, ¿o qué?
No. Sí, mira, tienen 5 construcciones para poner cada vida.
Ah, vale.
Mejor.
El pescadito
A
está
mí ya me debe haber dado las recompensas.
To the 12 points per second. You'll have impulses going down there. Random hunting rifle shots. Builds 24/7 because they see that tick.
Cuando terminen el minijuego entre uno y otro lo miro. Va el último, el Rubius, tío. ¿Para qué opinas? Disgusting, disappointing.
Adiós, Gortaga. Madre mía, el equipo llama. Ahora está reventando.
Está entre la llama y el pescadito. Ojo, que Dani acaba tercero, Que llevan últimos. Está bailando, puto amo, tío.
Puto piso.
Let him know. There we go. He's saying, hey, you guys will stick to our strategy. Let's see if somebody goes to contest it. There it is right away. They go up, but all 4 of them. You don't want to run into this. No. They're ready and waiting. They know they have the lead right now.
Oh, he's holding a trophy.
¿De cuándo es este baile?
No lo sé. A lo mejor es una recompensa que les van a ver por la World Cup.
Supongo.
A ver.
23 kills lleva este. Va 12 de vida, muerto. Ojo que la lama van primero, sí, y les quedan menos de 200 puntos,
¿Pero están en el medio? ¿Están abajo?
Están abajo, sí. La amarilla es abajo, la amarilla es abajo.
Ojo que el pollo remonta, ya no va último.
Ya, bueno, pero no tiene ni 500. Ojo, la llama, la llama 918. Los tienen los afros.
El Scissors ahora está rayadito,
Ya ves. Mira el Rubius con la enfoquen,
Si ahora por la llama.
Ya, 407, hermano. No, porque van empatados prácticamente con nosotros. Entonces, si los otros pianos debajo, ya está, gana la llama. Sí, 1002. GG. Ah, pues vaig a mirar un moment les recompenses. No me'n dona. No m'ha donat res encara a mi. Suposo que serà el reiniciar Fortnite. Sí.
Ahora la llama.
No, torno a entrar.
Buenísima, ganaron.
Suposo que s'haurà de reiniciar el Fortnite, que ara no ho faré perquè estic en directe, saps?
¿What? ¿Vuelve a salir?
Es que vuelve a salir.
Ah, vale, ¿cómo? No, que había salido otra vez como han ganado.
Let's go.
That's right. That is right.
Let's
Let's
go.
right there. The let's goes. The
¿Qué?
energy is real. You can clearly see the excitement.
Llega
That
pa'
was a great game to watch.
It's fantastic. Honestly, I love Sky Station Showdown so much because I think there's a level of depth there, right? Everything is wood, so you're able to like kind of hit through it, and the Infinity Blade cuts through all of it right away. But the Infinity Blade wielder doesn't have the ability to build, needs the support from his teammates. So you saw the people who were roaming in packs of 3 and 4, incredibly successful.
Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate. The Cutter Crew was like slaying legit so many healers.
Ganaron las llamas.
A lot of points, and that's because play that split game. It's not gonna work out.
You have to convert it into control. It is a control the point game mode, and if you're not doing that, the other players are going to be doing that, as you saw right there. And what was unfortunate there for the Biscam is they got contested twice in a row right after and just couldn't get reestablished. They couldn't group together in those long spawn lines like you were talking about. I mean, they could be painful.
Yeah, you know, I was rooting for Raven's revenge, man. I might have to jump on the Llama Record Company bandwagon.
Bandwagon?
A mí me gustará más el solo y dúos, A ver, que esto mola, ¿sabes? Pero...
Es divertido, ¿sabes? Pero...
Hay que ir visitando modo creativo a ver
Thank
si
you
ya
so much,
pusieron la
guys.
isla.
I am here down on the arena.
no, yo quiero ver la boca, ahora estoy haciendo el minijuego este.
Sí.
Here we have the Llama Record Company. Now,
Ah, claro, que era lesbenos la llama.
let's go to you first.
Yeah, we had a few trainings.
Cómo molan los zapatos de lesbenos.
Really dominating the game mode. So, I mean, we are by far the best team here, and right now we feel very
Ja,
confident.
un sóc jo per mi als comentaris, l'altre és tu i l'altre és el Dark.
Una recompensa. A mí me dan el Game Jam 2019.
Pero te están dando las recompensas.
Eso me dio una recompensa.
I mean, that was pretty much me, yeah.
Pero supongo que será con el tiempo. Pero a mí no me lo han dado todavía.
¿El Game Jam 2019?
No, no me han dado nada.
De Fortnite y ese y sale a ver mira si de nuevo está vinculado.
Mira que está bien vinculado, pero sí, me pone vinculado.
Now, finally, for you over here, how does it feel being here, playing in front of this massive audience?
Sí, está vinculado.
Amazing, like it's just a dream coming true.
Bueno, ya me lo dará, si no tampoco pasa nada.
For you over here, you've traveled all of this way to just be here, be at the World Cup. Is it surreal? How do you feel about it?
It's an experience. It's really nice.
Yeah, and we love Spando.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll talk about that. You guys got to educate me on that. Not sure what that is. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations on taking the first game. Pastors, back up to you.
Thank you so much, Llama Record Co., Hand of Blood, Spenos, Alex, JJ, and Carnifex taking the very
¿Se ha cortado? Ah, vale, ya está.
No.
No, es un tirón.
Yo lo tengo de fondo, estoy haciendo el minijuego yo.
It took them a little bit to get there, but over the course of the game, they were consistently accruing points.
Yeah, I should have known last night they were going to do good. Saw them on the hotel lobby. They were hanging out, literally as a crew. One of the only creative teams that I saw sticking together like a squad. Should have put my money in them.
Like I said, bandwagon. It took less than one match in an interview, and he was like, "Oh yeah,
Estoy intentando batir el récord de la banana.
It's all good. This set has been so exciting. I mean, Who are you looking out for? Who can contest them? And what do you think the next step is to shut them down? They say, hey, we have a game plan. We're going to do the same thing. And I agree. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Like, stick to that if you're going to keep winning. But what do the other teams do to now make them uncomfortable? How do you go challenge that?
I mean, honestly, we saw a lot of that team play out of the Fish Fam, right? You wait for your Infinity Blade wielder to come up and then get the team to back them up. You have to work together. And remember, when you catch an elimination, you get mats for it so it can help you build.
Empieza otro, ¿eh?
But the first match is done. The second match is kicking off right now, and we will have a pretty good idea of where we're going. I'm excited to see if they can repeat, and now the second match is underway, and right away you can see some players.
Ah, claro, sí, son tres partidas, es verdad, lo han dicho antes. Es el mejor de tres, o sí, el mejor de tres, supongo que sí, el mejor de tres.
Vamos, pollo.
Vamos, pollito.
Pero ya no están sumando, tío.
Sí, ahora sí. A ver, pero que tampoco... Lo están intentando, ¿sabes? Mira, el Revis va a morir. Revis muerto. Vale, está el Killer Oro, No, muerto el Oro, no. Vale, pero queda a nosotros. Vale, ahora suman los pollas, ahora suman. Vale, bueno, sí, no. Sí, segundos. Primeros. Vamos.
Que no dejen de sumar, eso es importante. Les están peleando.
From the front, that was a very well coordinated retake.
Love how they did that, and now they're all holding it together. Kaz holding down the backside, keeping these players off the ramp. But it's Gotaga's squad who's coming up the top here. It's Chappie, and Gotaga dives right on up into it. And it doesn't matter, he just gets taken right down. This is what you need to do here.
Six eliminations already coming out from them. Taldock with 1, Kaz on 4, and then 2 for Ninja with the Infinity Blade, as Taldock is immediately spraying down shots, making it just a little bit more difficult. But boom, there comes the hunting rifle shots, and Taldock is taking shots as well.
Vamos, Rubius. Es que ya lleva 120 el cucurucho, tío. Tienen que reventar el cucurucho.
Oh, they need some builds for their backside because they are getting sniped straight
out.
Qué buena. Spawn point there, it's Raven's Revenge. They're just kind of gatekeeping at the moment, right? Look at Chappie's like, dude, I can't even go up right now because the team is up there.
Vale, bueno.
Good challenge, he did some damage, but Ninja was
A ver, la clave será quien pille lo de abajo. En plan que si va segundo Rubius, pero luego pilla lo de abajo, ya está.
Right there as Ninja challenges Magma. Will he be able to clean that one up? And he does, but Chappie's on the other side. Slam goes down right away, but now we're over on board with your match 1 winners, the Llama Rekiko, and they're already slaying out as well. 12 elims for them, but 0 on Hand of Blood, which is actually efficient, assuming he doesn't need the health. Will have the sword reject going through, but he can't use the builds, right?
No, los están sumando.
He also can't get hit right now,
no,
so he's careful because he is 1 shot away from getting taken out here. But someone dives right on up. He has to put that pressure down, and it's the Chicken champion to make a quick end of him. And it's their turn to start accruing points, but no.
Good attempted defense from Carnifex. Was able to trade out 1, but now we have 2 swords up top. Gotaga and Lachlan just trying to beat each other up, and Gotaga comes out the winner of that one. Other Cuddle Crew team does pick it up there. Just remember, it's 3 points when you're standing in the circle. Uncontested, it has to be the VIP in there. When we hit 7 minutes, there's the 4th circle that is 12 points per second.
Yes, it's definitely very intense for Tomai, who again has no health. The Funky Fighters are trying to get that dominant lead they had in that game 1. And they get it. Ooh, knows he's on camera there, gets a little bit of a taunt. And uh-oh, is he going to challenge? No, stays back.
Vale, están sumando mucho los pollos.
Right now. He's just focusing in on the points here.
And you can see the Funky Fighters trying to prevent that ramp coming up. It's very efficient to just immediately, as soon as you come out, have 2 team members ramp up into the left or up into the right so you can get up to the 1st level. However, the Infinity Blade will break that in 1 shot, and you have a ton of rifle ammunition. All of these guys being maxed out on ammo.
Let's see here. These are all the spawn points. You can actually see the banners hanging, so you know if you really want to focus in and kind of shut down a team, you totally can. And Llama Lords are not doing great this game.
No, and this was the double jump I talked about. Ninja goes straight.
Sí, es diferente.
He's going to be able to point his camera, go up, and challenge as soon as the team decides.
Me he fijado ahora en la vida. Están sumando el pollo está sumando.
Vale, bueno.
Chappie gets taken down for Ninja's 8 elim, and he jukes him out, going straight back up top. Gotaga, does he have the health to take it? First swing comes through, and Ninja goes down.
Yeah, he just needed another elim to put him back in the game. You got to get that siphon bonus. You don't get the heals. It's really rough, even with the Infinity Blade to heal up, because the heal time is kind of slow.
It's very slow. You can see the tick going up there. It's
Guau, como ya, tío,
not something
eso
that
tira
you're
que
going to be able to rely on, particularly
Go
when other players are getting the siphon off.
Vale, pollo, 171, a ver.
Quickly change HP, and those are long animations, but look at the challenge.
En plan, si van tan igualados, lo ganará quien pilla lo de abajo más tiempo. Porque si ganas el cuádruple.
Porque están yendo todo el rato a la plataforma donde hay menos gente.
Sí.
On this map here, you can see this struggle just a bit. The story has definitely been Ninja's supreme dominance so far. He's doing pretty good right here. And even with no health, says, you know what, I'm not going to give away 3 points. Might as well go. He was so close.
Ninja.
Yeah, you can see him calling out the whites there on
Vale,
the sword,
213 el pollo. Buena.
As we switch back on over to the Cuddle crew, who've established themselves there, but are still struggling to kind of get the points. The first time, we're really seeing them all together, but Plytex immediately gets ripped from the spawn.
Yeah, Lachlan's team needs to represent. There they are. They're finally starting to score it up. He's got a couple of eliminations. You can see X-Sandy here. 16 elim, so definitely has some slayers there.
Yo, they need to figure out their game plan because they're getting elims and putting things together. They have solid numbers. They're just not getting the right.
Pero solo sumas si no hay nadie más en tu plataforma, ¿no?
Always have to go to the point that's directly in front of you. Go contest someone, or maybe just go mess with somebody at their spawn. Delay them so they don't rotate towards you. Like a number of times, as you said before, you can see where people are spawning. If you want to go deny a team, you can send somebody to deny them. Just know that player is coming back over and over and over with likely more resources than you.
No, van bien, porque si pillan lo de abajo le remontan al cucurucho.
Estás jugando solo, tío.
¿Cómo que estás jugando solo?
En plan, estás sumando solo.
And while they have a solid lead right now, just under 150
No, está bajando ya el pollo, y no está empatado con el cucurucho. El cucurucho gana de bastante.
Ya, pero que digo que si pillan lo de abajo pueden.
¡Joder, Rubius! Vale, muerto.
Fish fan were able to get back up, but after that, kind of cycled back in, and the center point became the focus and where the win was taken. And right now, Llama Record Co., you said they were struggling at the start. They're doing fine right now in second place.
They're definitely creeping their way right back up. They're about to hit that 300-point mark there. Here we have Svenos just on the point by himself right now, waiting for Hand of Blood to come on up.
Tú no me das ni la recompensa.
No, yo tampoco.
La llama está remontando.
O sea, deu ser quan reinicies o algo.
No, perquè ahir no has reiniciat, no?
Però és de PC.
La única que es de pase de batalla.
El pollo! El pollo. Loco, mirad el pollo, cómo lo está remontando.
Voy, estoy volviendo antes. Ojo, el pollo, sí.
Está remontando que flipas. Todo el mundo se está peleando abajo.
That the chicken champions are committing to the 3 points right now. Little Whip Warriors as well, while contention is happening.
Mientras los del cucurucho no pillen lo de abajo, estamos bien.
Climb of points coming at the chicken champions is going to be beneficial, but also
es que mira el pollo. Están sumando como quieren.
They need to get the center uncontested. However, this game they have a lot more attention on.
Mira el Rubius, están sumando todos.
Doing the same thing they did last time, just slowly, or actually, sorry, the chicken champions have adopted the strategy.
Fish Fam are doing it too. You said he didn't get 3 minutes there. So there's 2 teams who are just hanging out up top. No problem. all the other teams right now are contesting. Raven's Revenge has control of the of one of the other sides. So
Están el pescado y el pollo ahí.
by a team, not being contested. Everyone else is looking at the middle.
Yeah, and it's actually working. The Chicken Champions are right behind the Little Whip Warriors right now. They're almost in the lead here. They just have to kind of hold it down. Honestly, the Little Whip Warriors have to identify what platform they're on and go take it.
This is what happened the last time. They kind of had a good lead and then stalled out. You need a game plan with the middle platform. And you either need to stick to it or depending on the score, be adaptive.
Es que están aquí el Rubius bailando y con una cara de treja.
As long as somebody isn't controlling the middle, they're going to be able to have that lead. If you can send one person...
Sí, van primeros, van primeros.
Si siguen así, ganan. Y parece que no se están dando cuenta. A lo mejor no tienen el marcador. Puede ser.
No sé.
Yo creo que no tendrán el marcador a la derecha. Sí, es que si van sumando así, no están sumando. La han matado a Rubius.
Going to pass 700 in just a second. No, get pushed out, and now they're back in there. Tomoya going off right now. Lumberjack and Co. down there and trying to push him out, and you can see they're contesting.
Me he desvinculado ya, me estoy volviendo a vincular.
Pues ahora me para y me pregunta por Rubius, no sabía nada de YouTube. Sabía nada mol.
Tu, pues Nicolau, me l'he desvinculat i me l'he tornat a vincular total. Igualment fa són 20 minuts, més el que queda, m'entens?
Uf, el piso se está cabreando,
Se han vinculado las cuentas, vale. Supongo, mira, a 45 me lo debería de dar.
Los Funky Boys están yendo a
all over the place thanks to the impulses from above.
I love this strat. He kind of sends out for a second there just to kind of catch a breather, see if his teammates come back. But unfortunately, the timing was just a bit off. And the Llama Record Company now control the middle point. For how long, we will find out here. As this is their
No, tío, van segundos.
story, because they need these points desperately here.
No.
No, es que no están sumando, tío.
Que deben de pillarlo de abajo ya, tío.
Vale, no, no están sumando. Sí, pueden remontarla, pero tienen que pillarlo de abajo, pero ya. Porque los Funky Boys están sumando demasiado. Nada,
Sí.
Funky Boys han ganado.
A ver, si los quitan, no, pero claro. Ya está, ya está. Se han quedado 9. No, hombre, no. Venga, Rubius.
And goes anywhere for 1 second, they will win. Somebody has to deny him. It is all on Tomoya. Anywhere he goes, it doesn't have to be the one near him. If he touches the middle, a singular, uncontested second will be the victory for them.
These are the final moments here, Sundown. Look at him, he's got a slight grin on his face, he wants to do it. Is this the point that he's gonna make it? Here he goes, he takes his stake, he does miss. He's going back for it now, his team's up there. All he has to do is swipe just a couple of times. Can he win this straight? He does not.
No, a ver, puede, pero los afros no pueden. Si pierden los afros, tío, ya me jodería.
No, he doesn't have knocked down. The impulse grenade at the second he landed knocks everyone out. No one's in there. Can he find it? And he does.
Sí, los afros han ganado.
The impulse doesn't go off. Tomoya
¿Se ha ido?
for the Funky Fighters with some brilliant teamwork.
No sé, volverá, supongo.
Get taken out at 999 points. Really, anything can happen in those final moments.
Ganó.
¿Nico?
Hola.
Hola, ¿qué ha pasado?
Me ha echado.
No sé. Ay. Ha ganado los afro,
but
Yeah,
it was
ya lo he
just
visto.
good enough. Like you said, he only had to stay there for a bit. And even with the impulse bumping him out, that's it.
And I mean, you saw the impulse explosion the second after going off. The team's doing everything they can, but it was
Es que, tío, si llegan a perder, quedándose un
the
punto.
funky fighters. Tomoya, Kutu, Huzi, Drassi is incredibly well done to take the second match. The finals.
Yeah, you know what? I am a funky fighter rooter and supporter now. I'm rooting for them.
¿Cuántas vegades m'has invitat, Nicolau?
Okay, just gonna bandwagon right after. Yay, the next team who won. I'm
Aunque se encase que rebente, con que me invitéis una.
And it's one thing we talked about, right? The adaptation that happens from match to match.
Tú, pues loco, me recibo el pescadito, Es.
Nada, pues.
Really didn't in those end game situations. They really just kind of crept
Mira,
up and
escuchen esto,
took the
escuchen
entire
esto.
They did, and they were able to make sure that they got time in the middle when Little Whip and that team weren't able
Pues de 48 me lo dan, en teoría.
constantly. Funky Fresh were just
¿Tienen a
able
un
to step
youtuber llamado Abraham Bass?
Yep, and that's just kind of how it
no.
happens. You know, now they find themselves one step closer to taking the Silver Llama for this set. Because remember, at the end of the day,
Me
these are
suena.
just the games, but they have to take the entire set now. Now the pressure's on.
The pressure is on, but the Funky Fighters have a little bit of pressure off of their shoulders because they know they got that top spot. And we have Pookie standing by on the top deck with the Pooks. What do you got for us?
Thank you so much, Sundown. I am down here with our second game winners here. Congratulations, guys.
Yo también,
First
tío.
off and foremost. Now, I gotta talk about the moment where you guys were just sitting. You needed 1 point left to win. What was that like?
I was really nervous. Like, I was just imagining, like, losing with 1 point would be terrible. So we just tried to get 1 more point, and we did it. So
It was definitely devastating. I was screaming in my seat. I heard all the fans in the audience screaming for you guys as well. So going into the next games, what do you guys think your strategy is going to be? Are you gonna keep doing what you're doing? Or gonna mix it up a little bit?
I think doing what we're doing is fine because first game we got second place, second game we won. So yeah, we're gonna try and do the same thing and hopefully win again.
And hopefully have
No, tenía 39 y ahora 47.
For sure. Now just coming over here to you, what has it been like to be here at the Fortnite World Creative Cup, just playing in front of this audience, hearing everybody cheer for you guys to win? What is it like?
That's the only thing I can think of. It's
Eso es verdad.
to compete against everyone else, meet your teammates, and just have fun.
And have you guys had a chance to play together before? Is this your first time playing together as a team?
I don't hear it, sorry.
Is it your first time playing together as a team?
Yeah, it's the first time.
Well, you guys definitely make it look super easy. Thank you all so much for being here and talking to me. I'm going to let you get back, get your synergy back
A ver, tengo el chat
together.
aquí, dígale.
Sundown and Monster, back to you up at the desk.
Que yo le... Puto fanada, tío. Dígale que a mí también me compre el pescadito, que yo le iba a sacar un estandarte. Mira el chat, sí, es que ho estava obrint. Que és que m'he hagut de ficar una cosa des al mòbil i tal que això no tenia per aconseguir les recompenses. Pues és més còmode tenir-ho a l'ordinador, el xat, pues. Vaig millor.
Crush it right behind the fish fam, but as you can see, huge upsets. Anything can kind of go either which way. And I mean, talk about like kind of beginner's luck or something like that. You just put a team together. They didn't practice. They're just coming out here and wiping players up. So a lot of talented players here at the Creative Finals.
I mean, Tomoya talked about it. He was like, hey, when I pick my team, very confident
¿Qué
they
dices?
their death run ability. Want to see what they do in the elimination race during World Run. But doing incredibly well so far at Sky Station. That's going to be a confidence booster. If you can get the Silver Llama there, you're confident in your ability on the World Run, you're set.
Yeah, you're just one step closer. So with the first place and the second place, they're clearly having a good set so far here at the Sky Station Showdown.
Yeah, it's been very well done from them, but it's still anybody's game. Don't forget, the winner of the Silver Llama is the one who has accumulated the most prize money across, which equates roughly to placements, but you don't get punished if you're placing in that bottom half. 4th through 8th,
Okay,
you
banal.
receive the same amount of prize money in each one of the matches.
Yes, everyone is a winner. So you really have to fight till the end.
Mira un moment al chat al modo
Regardless
directo,
of whether or not,
si
This
pots.
is why these guys are going for
¿Por qué?
it,
¿Qué
because
pasa?
this is
Tú mira.
life-changing prize.
Nunca es que te
money
el
on the
panel.
line.
And I mean, we've seen the difference 10 seconds in that center circle. 120 right there. It makes a huge difference.
Tengo del primer pase, sí, pero el caballero negro no llegué.
To Bala, because he's going to show us what's up with the tactics. Bala, what do you got
Sí.
for us?
I'm out here at the fan festival and
Voy.
¿Qué vas a hacer?
Mira, mira esta. Esta. Venga, el especialista. Aquí. Mira.
No, ma.
No tengo el
Tienes
el
el
chat,
hilo.
no te busco en el drone.
Mira lo que ha escrito. Al último.
Ha empezado.
Voy.
El pollo ya lleva 127 minutos.
Esta es la última, ¿no?
Cuando no venía Nico.
Pero a ver, son tres partidos de... Son 3 partidos y ya hay 4 mapas. O sea que todavía pueden ganar 1 millón, ¿sabes? Que no ganen. ¿Dónde ha salido el Nico, tío?
No ocupa, tío. No, Nico.
Ya que se... no sé, porque se lo sé.
No sé, me echa.
Eso también le pasó con Fasa.
Sí, es verdad, antes.
Players, who's able to be very strong with the Infinity Blade, how the pinches end up coming, and now in this 3rd match, it's only going to get better for these guys.
Yeah, definitely want to see some more of that kind of
Ahora
team work happening here, and why not just hop right into a game right now, right? Let's go see some more action here because this last game of the set is loading in right now.
Yes, and this will be the final match of this set. Set 1 after this, a Silver Llama
De este pase.
and we are in the match in Sky
De todos. El John Wick. No, la gente de Elite, la gente de Elite.
Alright, gotta love those players just kind of beelining out. And don't forget, you know exactly who your neighbors are. You know who is to your left and to your right because you can see the banners and the designs on their spawns.
Sí, también.
Ok, chavales, empieza la World Cup. Otra partida nueva.
And right away you can see a number of teams finding ramp paths where they're able to use their first 5 materials.
Oye, 6 puntos, 9. Vale, el pollo ya tiene una base asegurada, perfecto.
Yeah, this is what matters right here. Is stopping the Bunky Fighters because clearly they have been doing some good work together as a team so far. Tomoya is off to the races here though, sent to run
Vale, ya
away.
está. El pollo lo está haciendo súper bien. ¿Cómo nos han reventado?
Sí, pero les pasa todo el rato que se ponen primeros y después no...
Yeah, so currently you will see the fact that they're able to be pushed off right there. Llama Record Go putting shots down towards the spawn. You don't want to peek though because the hunting rifles will be coming out in the shot. Just misses Carnifex right there. And he trades back down. Ninja firing it off but gets pushed out by Raven's Revenge right there.
Carnifex muerto.
Yeah, Carnifex having a tough time kind of listening in there. Carnifex was sniped from the side. Now we have Taldak here jumping right in from the Little Whip Warriors. He's going toe to toe. Otaga's down and out.
So, if I'm the Llama Record Company, and I know I've won a match, and then I did okay in the last one, they were in 4th, so they were there, they were close. Monkey Fighters have a win in a 2nd place. Do you send somebody to just hard deny the Bunky Fighters the entire time? You don't get the Silver Llama if you don't, right? If the Bunky Fighters finish above you, they're going to be finished off. Do you think they can spare somebody to do that, though? Because it's better off to deny them than it is to push up the top.
The problem is then, the Little Whip Warriors have been so consistent, you literally allow them to snipe the competition because you over-focus. So I think the play here is play your game, and if anything, stay away from them. Let the rest of the server do that, you know, gritty work for you and dominate the other side. Take that victory.
There you go. I like to hear it, Monster. That's fantastic analysis.
Ojo el pollo, que está
keep you
sumando.
around,
Ya
the
no.
breakdown and making sure you challenge the initial opinion there as the Ravens Revenge are able to get on the top and in a fantastic spot of control right now, building up a 40-point lead.
Yeah, even like Gotaga's team is still in this. They've been doing like relatively well so far. Here it is. He just kind of goes toe to toe, and Ninja strikes him right down. Oh, but his teammate comes on in. Raven's Revenge, who is that? Magma comes right up to the top. And give you guys a little fun fact about Magma. He's from Australia. He started playing in Fortnite Season 2. His favorite aspect of creative mode is actually speedrunning. Always finds new ways.
El pollo, los están saltando.
I mean, good on him, man. I get incredibly frustrated by that.
Ojo porque el Cuervo no ha hecho nada en ninguna partida y ahora van primeros.
It just reminds me why we're up here talking about it and watching them do this creative madness as Scissors cuts through the competition, goes straight up to delay it right back down. Cuddle Cube not quite able to get him. It goes up again.
Y ahora vengo.
Right now, just denying the
Un minuto.
But we talked about how we want to see more from them right now, pushing into the top 3.
Yes, the Cuddle Crew, come on, make a big appearance. Every game is worth so much. You, at the very least, want to be up in that top 4 contention so that you can take a little bit more.
Uno de un amigo mío, soy un máquina.
Ninja disengages, actually just takes down Magma. And hey, I like the strat here. He says, you know what, I got low health, let's just get back on this respawn wagon. Doesn't even give anyone the satisfaction of stealing the siphon.
I was about to say, no siphon, no materials, quick reset, knows he can get out there, was basically in his spawn anyway. That is the type of competitive edge Ninja always looks to give.
Vale, el pollo vuelve a sumar, el pollo vuelve a sumar, nada.
200 IQ, low key right there, that was very well played. But back to Gotaga and Hand of Blood here in the same shot. Hand of Blood just, he can't do much. He knows there's a team up there, waits for his entire squad to go up the ramp and then hops right to the top. But now back to Gotaga, who's on this point by himself. He wants to kind of bait him into the close. Can he get the hit? And he does. Talnut goes right down, straight to the top.
That was sick, using the jump right as the animation had started to make sure he clipped him from the bottom, dodges the Funky Fresh Fighter out. Gotaga now getting pinched from the side. 3 of the Funky Fresh Fighters up there doing everything they can, and the shots will come out. Trying to find it, and Dracius is coming back up to try and get some defense there. Gotaga instead just going to disengage.
And it's actually prime movement right there as well. You just see him baiting and switching, going back and forth, trying to get in there, see if he can kind of sneak in and get some extra damage. And here it is, someone's in front of him. He only needs 2 swipes. He goes down, he gets the siphon. Oh, cannot convert another, which would have kept him in the game. His teammates are here though.
We're seeing a lot more points being assorted. It's a little more top-heavy this game, going towards the 10-minute mark right now, with Raven's Revenge and Llama Record Co. 100 points clear of the rest of the field.
Unfortunately, though, the Funky Fighters have fell to the bottom of the totem pole. If they can't come up to the top, they actually are pushing themselves way out of the average, running for the win of this set. So they really need a massive comeback here. But Savenos is showing why he's here with 13 eliminations already, and bye-bye, falls down. Lucky for him. No fall damage.
Yeah, it does reset, and that might be one of those moments where you opt for deny, and in fact, he does saying, hey, I'm at 5 HP anyway. I'll see you in a bit. I gotta respawn.
Smart play for him. Sunshine Soldiers having a spot to themselves as well right now. Not quite sure who they pushed out here, but the impulse are flying overhead. And Gotaga, they're doing so good at holding the point here, and this is why they're in the #1 lead. But they don't have too much cushion to play with.
No, particularly when 12 points per second on that central point. B is open. Gotaga checking his surroundings. No shots coming through. And RT actually using the door edit and just a little counter edit to make sure that nobody is able to come up and contest him, and it just starts raining shots down towards the Little Whip Warriors. Raven's Revenge making their lives difficult this game, but up comes Ninja. RTA goes down, Chappie goes down, Ninja gets the slam. Gotaga will he be able to find the last hit? Ninja intelligently backs away and straights it out. Teammate picks that one up, and they take control.
Yeah, I love how he played that stepping and sidestepping so that he can just stay alive, because it doesn't matter if your team's successful. If you don't have your captain there to seal the deal for the points afterwards,
Hola.
you do not earn anything from it.
Hola, hola.
Hola, hola, ¿cómo van? Hostia. Joder, el Cuervo, ¿no?
Es que no están haciendo nada. Gotaga está sumando puntos y ya está.
Make a miraculous comeback here before the 7-minute mark, maybe kind of get themselves in the running. They're trying their hardest.
And I mean, generally we talk about caster curses. It might be like player jinxes going on right now. Everyone's saying, yeah, we're doing well. We're going to stick to our game plan.
That just shows you no one is safe here. These guys are evolving, and they're playing a better game after game. Here goes Scissors. He needs one more swipe there, but Clive Tax wins the small engagement.
And Crytax has been fragging out. He's been playing so incredibly well.
¿Por qué los pollos tienen menos puntos que antes?
And doing it all with that
No.
rare attack, but he's been consistently highest up there in terms of Elam. You see Portugal trying to get some pressure down, but good defensive building there from Kororo. Ryan Frantic comes up the side and cleans it up, but there is Hand of Blood coming directly down. Danya is also up there. We got a three-way battle, but it's 4 chickens saying, this is our roost,
Vale,
get out.
Me estoy bebiendo un gazpacho.
To own it all for themselves.
Qué asco.
Rubius doing so good right now. He's from Spain. He actually has a record on, was it YouTube for live streaming? 1.1 million viewers, imagine.
Yes, one of the
Ojo que va a petar.
content creators in Spain.
3, 2,
Will they
1.
be
Uno.
able to push down
Boom.
towards the middle? As you can see, Little Whip and Llama Record Company already down there. We've seen this story before as the Funky Fresh Fighters go in, but you can barely even hear the shots over the impulse grenades going off as everyone's like, no, we've seen how this goes.
The Funky Fighters need this. The Llama Record Company need this. So many of these guys, it's riding on this game right here. They have to get as many points as possible.
But even
Pero mira Magma, tío.
No.
Es que mira Gotaga y Magma. Sí, es que están sumando puntos de 3 en 3 y nadie va por ellos.
Ya. Ya, pero si por ejemplo los ositos pillan el medio, los terminarán ganando. O sea, es buena idea, pero es arriesgado.
Very consistent as well, right? They've been doing okay in that
Vale.
top 4, just doing
Yo me tengo
a
que
pretty
ir.
good job
Okay.
at staying relevant after all of these
Adiós.
rounds. So for, if
Hasta luego.
Taga's team takes this, we actually
Adiós.
don't know who can take this set right now. It's actually that
Mhm.
close right here. Little Whip Warriors have kind of fallen down a bit here, but Funky Fighters clearly in last place is not good.
And now, right now, you can see Tomoya coming in, doing everything he can to knock it down. Carnifex challenging as best he can, and Lachlan is just hanging out inside the cone.
Lachlan's doing a great job here. He's just kind of hiding, loving the low profile kind of position and take here on the point. He goes hidden, but hey, he has to come out now and defend themselves. It's 3 chickens who surround him and take down that Cuddle Bear. Oh man.
They're supposed to be the tender defenders, but that was a whole bunch of aggression coming out from them there as they now immediately look and start to take shots. And the Ravens' Revenge have now finally been unseated from their 3-point game. So a little bit of room to start for the catch-up, but it is utter chaos in point D as Tomoya gets taken down and the Funky Fighters are still in 8th place.
There's still 55,000 minimal on this game alone here. You want to win this one. Ravens Revenge, can they hold it? Or will Cuddle Crew find themselves a big piece of the pie here? Because we're in New York City, you know, you got to make pizza references. That's how we're doing it. Here comes Gotaga kind of hopping on overhead. And all right, he wants more points. He's hungry for it.
It's unfortunate they're just clipping off the side as Magma goes down, sitting on 23 eliminations right now. And Gotaga doing his best to find where they want to go up, waiting for his team, but knowing that time is running short since that middle hill is still open and being constantly contested. But the Cuddle Crew are catching up with their steady 3-point game. But now Gotaga goes up right around the back, able to pick up the Elim, and control is rested.
This is scary because the Cuddle Crew is also getting points right now. So yes, they're getting a lead, but the Cuddle Crew is keeping it very close. They're keeping it very close.
This is what we were talking about. We wanted to see a strategy come out, something defensive where you can get your control. They have now walled them off on each side, thrown a cone on top of them, and they have firing angles towards the other 2 platforms and towards the spawns behind them. Nobody wants to go contest them, but right now, Gotaga, oh, we saw what happened when Scissors did that. Don't count your chickens before they hatch because they're catching up right now. You can see that 12 points ticking over, but they do still have a lead as players are trying their best to deny Ravens Revenge.
Yes, you have to keep him safe. This is the protect the president strat at its finest. Cuddle Crew still getting points. Llama Record still getting points. In comes the fire from all the other platforms. Cuddle Crew's putting on pressure. They don't want to give him the freebie here.
You have to look at Ravens Revenge, though. Everybody is so focused on the middle. Nobody is going and challenging the top team. You know they're over there. You know they're uncontested right now. You have to be putting shots down there. You have to find the tags under Gotaga.
There it is.
And they got him. They got him the difference now. Look at the Cuddle Crew climbing up on their consistent 3, but they still have control of the top. They just don't have their sword. It's 2 hops to get up there.
That's right, and now Lachlan can just sit here. He can just hang out, earn these points. This is what he needs to do, and he's almost there. He is almost there. The first place can be his. Right now, he can take this lead, Sundown.
but they got control at the same time. It's literally ticking over, a half second away from each other. Their shots are going. Cuddle Crew has the lead though. Will the shot be able to go through? Yes!
Cuddle Crew
gets
goes
taken
down.
down. 999, 1000. Gotaga and Raven's Revenge in the closest nail biter yet. Edge out the Cuddle Crew in 2 teams who we said we wanted to see more. They brought more.
Are you kidding me? The Fish fans step up and shut it down. Just the fact they stepped on the point, they couldn't earn points and they lost the lead. They were just a tick ahead. That could have been their game.
I mean, it's just, let's check out the replay. You can see the counter in the top right, but the Fish fam going up and challenging on the other side. You can see them hopping up there. No one was at the Ravens Revenge as soon as they were there, and the celebration too. You have to be excited when you see that victory royale screen pop up when you're up there. I mean, what's it like to win a game on that stage? I have no idea. Those guys do, though.
We you know, at some point before the day's over, we really got to recap the other point of a point of view there, because they had it. They were 1 tick ahead. They were there, knocking on the door, 55,000 away from bonus prize on top of this entire competition. It was right there.
And it got taken away, and this is why I love Sky Station Showdown. The clutch little moments, the interactions that happen, very similar to Battle Royale, where every single thing that is happening on the map can affect the overall end result of the game. As you see there in Raven's Revenge, closing it out. Gotaga, the competitive veteran, able to clutch it up in the final moments. Magma, Arthier, and Chappie as well. Just a great performance out of them, taking the top spot in the final match of the first set.
Now I get to say, I was right the whole time. I started off with, Raven's Revenge, kind of making me feel like, hey, these are my guys. Let's go with your gut, guys, all right? Raven's Revenge, that's who I said when I started this whole thing. Told you.
He's not wrong. They were able to take it there, but we're going to throw it up top to an interview with Raven's Revenge with...
Así, mira, ya me han dado una recompensa.
So glad to be here, to be honest. That's I don't know how to describe it. Like,
it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy being here. I'm right there with you. All right, so now who's the overall shot caller? Is it you? Who is it?
Kind of all 4 of us. We were playing too afraid at first, so we just had to go in there and just kill them as fast as we could, and then spawn trap. That was our goal.
Okay, what's the strategy like? Are you guys, talking through at the beginning? Are you guys waiting for someone else to make a move? Or are you guys like, no, we're going in first?
Yeah, we're trying to, really pressure Ninja's team. We're trying to put pressure on that green point. And yeah, we were able to control it over them. They ended up wussing off over to the center. And yeah, we were able to play our game and play what we wanted.
Awesome. All right, final question. What do you want to say to all the fans that are here watching, cheering you guys on, and from home?
I don't know, it's just incredible. I'm happy that so many people are here. I don't know, just enjoying the show. It's amazing, honestly.
Well, congratulations, guys. Now, I believe for now, we're going to send it over to Golden Boy, who is standing by.
Going on there, and now what we're doing right now, hanging out as they walk back over, just brilliantly done there from RTA, Magma, Chappie, Gotaga. The teamwork from them was just on point. You talked about it, all 4 strong players from Gotaga, and they're happy with the final result, and that puts them immediately into contention because it's cumulative prize point to find out who will take that first silver llama and kind of get a leg up for the rest of the creative final.
I actually want to touch on something that, was kind of interesting. He called Ninja's capture point the green point. These guys are like that focused here. He's like, okay, we know who's kind of farming which ones. They're shutting players down, shutting down their competition so that they can take these sets.
Well, that's the next step, right? As soon as you're immediately in there, and that's the big part for Sky Station that I enjoy, is you have the ability to see where the other opponents are in relation to you for score. So if you want to go and try and make somebody's life difficult, you might not be maximizing your points, but you can effectively help your team the most by just denying the other guys and being like, hey, you don't get to play this. And occasionally, if you put enough pressure on them, maybe they default to rotating the other way. Maybe they go somewhere longer. Maybe they have to wait and only pushes forward. All of those are advantages you can get by just putting pressure on another team. And there's so many different layers, and I think when we see the remix for this, it's going to get even more exciting.
Yeah, don't forget, guys, here and at home, there's a remix version. We have some nice twisted surprise that we will see unfold as the day goes on. That was just our first iteration of this round, and honestly, it was a great set. But that just leaves us with the question, too. The Funky Fighters, they had an amazing opening, right? Second place is great. You get big prize bonus for that. You win game 2. And then you kind of flop game 3, depending on where they went. Their average might have really been anchored down.
Yeah, that ends up being really harmful. But luckily there, in the 4th to 8th range, there's no additional, I don't want to say penalty, because they're all getting $10,000 for the match in itself. So there's just no additional gain after that fact. You're still able to stay par. So 4th is just as bad, but 8th, you're kind of looking like, oh, that'll really bring down the average. It's not the worst case scenario going on there. So they should still be at least in the running, but you can't be comfortable. No. Like, not at all. It's so incredible. Oh, you kind of like get pushed out in the last game, and then boom, you get it. But now the Silver Llama, but they're happy. They realize, and the big thing that gives them a leg up for the rest of the competition. If they can win the next match, another team has to win both of them. But such a great job from the Funky Fighters, sticking to their guns, staying with the strategy, getting 2 top 2 plays finishes, one of them being a win.
I actually love this right here. They're all getting together, showing team harmony. They're clearly happy. They take the first set. That's amazing. They're off to the right start, really. They can get another 1 or 2 of those, and this entire creative finals is theirs.
Well, and again, we talked with Tomoyo beforehand, and he was like, yeah, we're really confident when we can get in the races. We want to be on that world run. We know we can do there. We have some really good runners, and then they turn around and do that?
I was just showdown? Yeah, I was just going to touch it. I was like, you know what? Yeah, this wasn't even their strong suit, right? He did a death run at some point as when he recruited his people for this creative challenge. So for him to take what might be one of our, you know, toe-to-toe PvP sessions, that's actually crazy. And here's the team standings.
Yeah, look at the final team standings. So Llama Record Code do just get edged out by $1,500 there. The Funky Fighters, you can see on the right-hand side, have been awarded that Silver Llama. Rounding it out, you have Raven's Revenge in the top 3, Cuddle Crew and Little Whip Warriors both at 55, sitting in 4th and 5th. Fish Fam, Sunshine Soldiers, I almost got that one, 6th and 7th, and then 8th there are the Chicken Champions. But this is set 1 of 4. There's still tons of creative games to be going on. I mean, it's been so good, and like we talked about earlier, we have a never-before-seen map and game mode for you guys. Now, I know we released Prop Hunt. It's something that's kind of similar to that. How many of you guys have played Red Light, Green Light at some point in time, right? You've been there, you've done it. I know, whether it might have been a little while ago. Junkyard Juke is a red light, green light prop hunt version where you will have 2 teams sitting up as guards, 6 teams running. It will rotate through every single one of the rounds, and here you can see how to win. You have to dodge those guards, sprint into the center, and incinerate yourself in order to get those points. There are 4 rounds per match, Monster, and how do they score?
Yeah, but also, before we get there, you only get to be guard once, and while you're guard, you do not accumulate points. But yes, the points come in through the props themselves, so when you are on the prop side, you want to choose small, medium, or large objects and try and get it to the incinerator under the guard tower. So it's actually really difficult, and like you said, it's a hybrid. It's a red light, green light / prop hunt style. This is a pretty tough game mode. We played a fair amount of it. I got my hands on it. This is actually a lot harder than it kind of sounds.
So it's something that is just completely different. I don't know how many of you guys have played Prop Hunt. Definitely check it out. It's on the Creative Islands. It's a lot of fun, but this brings an additional aspect to it. The guards are able to have the denial. You're able to plan routes out, and you can have strategies, right? So, hey, maybe I want to run all big props the whole time.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
There's tons of different things. Let's check out the format and see what these guys, how they're going to go through, what the map looks like, and really get an idea of how the game is played.
Get ready for more creative Fortnite with the latest competitive creative map, Junkyard Juke. This new game builds off the fun of Prop Hunt with a twist. 8 teams will rotate through different roles on the map. 6 teams will transform into props and attempt to make it into the center of the map, while 2 teams of guards try to keep them away. Teams will rotate their roles over the course of 4 rounds, each team getting 1 turn as the guards. Their objective? To defend the incinerator from the other teams, armed only with revolvers and their keen attention to detail. During each round, teams of props will earn points by reaching the incinerator in the central pit. The bigger the prop, the more points. But be careful. Being bigger means you're easier to spot. To keep themselves from getting eliminated, prop teams need to time their movements very carefully. Every few seconds, the guard teams will be blinded for a short time, and the center point turns green, giving the props a chance to run for the hills, or rather, the pit. Once a prop reaches the goal, they respawn at their home base to start over, running as many props as they can before the match ends. If a player is eliminated, they also respawn at their home base and need to start the trek all over again. After 4 rounds, each team's points from their prop rounds will be combined, and the team with the most points wins the game. So keep an eye out for those moving bushes, crates, and gnomes, and enjoy the Junkyard Juke.
Thank you so much, Zeke, for that update. That's Junkyard Juke, something that has never before been seen. It looks kind of a little simple, but it's wacky, it's fun. There's a lot of small little minutia that go into it, things you can min-max on, and also there's just a level of ridiculousness that I enjoy so much. Just seeing a literal dumpster and then try and weave their way past, it's a lot of fun.
Let the memes come to life here as your favorite.
Whoa, you talking about my gameplay again? God, that's so rude.
Tournaments and dumpsters, literally. We'll get to see that unfold here as, I gotta say, this is a frustrating game mode. It's very difficult. You guys are gonna see why. It is gonna be tough for some of these guys to bring in those big point objects, and that's just gonna be the name of it. Who can score the most here?
Who can score, and how well are you playing defense? How well do you coordinate? Who is watching the right angles? And it's, again, it's going to be interesting to see. Do they switch up their strategy from game 1 to game 2? Because there's so many different things you can do. But we are about to have the world premiere of Junkyard Juke. We are getting into set number 2. The Funky Fighters have 1 silver llama. Who will get the second? We now are in to set 2. Match 1, and right away you can see Chappa, Gotaga, Magma, and RTA of Raven's Revenge, and then the Little Whip Warriors, Ninja, Taco, Taldak, and Maze Cat taking their shots off. Now, fun fact, the screens are there, you can't see, but you can shoot through them. So don't be afraid to take some shots. I mean, we know the trick shotters will.
Yeah, some people are already shooting. They figured that part out. It looks like Chappie hasn't quite yet. He's kind of looking. He's just blind shooting. Oh, there it is. Now he's firing through. He's noticed, hey, these are not ricocheting off of this curtain here. I can fire right on through. So you want to stop him. You want to force stop him. You want to also kind of memorize the map in the lanes.
And right away you can see as soon as those blinds go down, people go. But the first points are starting to come through as Lachlan is able to get in. And the Bloods team, the Llama Record Go, also able to get a 10-pointer and then a 5-pointer, following it directly behind. Oh no, it was another 10-pointer. So we already see some of the props having successful runs.
Look at him go. There it is. You saw a big old truck kind of sneak on by, and these objects are slipping right underneath. But who knows how long that'll last. Here's Scissors. You gotta park it. You gotta stay still. Oh, can he blend in?
And one other thing you can note there, the props will clip through other objects that are there. So if you see something that isn't sitting perfectly naturally like Scissors was, right there, clipped into it, boom, got him brilliantly done. Lachlan hits one of those bounce pads that are stuck in there. They will launch you up in the air, but great run coming out from X-Sandy into Moya, utilizing the air conditioners to find their way to the end. Bensor and Alex JJ desperately trying to get in. Alex JJ for another 10-point prop, and Hand of Blood gets picked up just before. That would have been a huge swing, but right now, Sunshine Soldiers in first place with 35 points.
They are finding their rhythm here. Sunshine Soldiers taking the lead right now. This is a hard game mode to break free in because you gotta think about it. These guards are not playing around. They are shooters, right? At heart. And at the end of the day, if something looks off, something looks off. This white vent right here, they're just gonna get popped. So you gotta be careful here. And there it is. Nice job of, you know, kind of hitting the brakes here. And oh, he hits one of those trap doors. Let's talk about that, Sundown.
So you can actually see it. There is the little tiny springs. They launch you upward. There's a couple that can be chained into each other. But if you are one of those bigger objects and you get sent up, you are just quite literally sometimes flying garbage.
Yeah. But, you know, it would be too easy if we didn't lay traps around, right? So, you know, got to kind of spice it up for the people that are turned into props, too.
So you can also, actually, the people who can turn into props, there's one pathway where you can chain two of them together. So if you can get there, you almost land directly in front of it. So as long as you time it correctly, you can like use them slightly to your advantage, but most of the time they're a little bit more annoying. And boom, you can see that rusted truck going in. And now the Funky Fighters pulling out another lead, 60 points so far.
And this is something important to note, guys. You have to get it into the incinerator, fully processed before the timer counts down, or else your point will not be processed.
Which is a big thing on the min-maxing. What we mean by that is maximizing your efficiency. So if you were to get the most points possible, you run only 10 points the entire time. Not only because they're worth more, but they take less time to sort because they're the first one that goes through. The two-point props are able to run, I don't want to say relatively easier, but much easier compared to a dumpster and a card, particularly because you have cover. With that being said, take about an extra 3 to 4 seconds to sort, so it makes it that much less efficient, plus being only 20% of the point value.
That's right, so Clytax there has chosen a big object. Achin and Zond over here, smaller objects. They're kind of blending right into all of the dumpster trash, clearly harder to track down and kind of, I guess, how do I say this? Sort out, right?
Yeah.
Amongst all the clutter here.
Exactly. You want things that don't stick out, or you want to find a path for an object that you can take all the time. So you notice how there's a section where there's like 4 or 5 rusted cars. Grab a rusted car and go park yourself with those, because yes, the guy knows, oh, there's a bunch of rusted cars there. Screen goes back up. Oh, there's still a bunch of rusted cars there. I'm good. Next thing you know, the prop walks his way up. You can also, as you're running, block rotation. So if you hit your crouch button, whatever you had that bound to, whether you're playing on controller, iPad, PC, all of them end up completely stopping, so it will send you totally naturally, just like what you would see.
And this is also those moments, right, when you're in the guard, oh, someone spotted there, popped him. Tomoya, nice job seeing something out of the ordinary, but notice he gets an elimination on the object. You don't earn points for that, so it's just your job to stop everyone from getting any kind of points, so don't break away with the lead. When you're in the guard tower, you can't allow them to score, and you're not scoring.
Which can end up being very interesting if the team in the lead, which generally happens because you have 3 chances to score, is shooting last round. Right? Because then it's all about how good are your pressure. And one other thing you can see, starting to fire through the screens, very well done for them, picking up an elim there. But right now, Cuddle Group already resting the lead away. All 3 of them sitting there at 60, but they're 5-point processes, and it goes through as 2 more dumpsters throw themselves into.
Hola, hola, que me avisa un momento. ¿Qué? La nueva tienda.
¿Dónde está el palito?
Tienda en casa.
¿Qué es ese el palito? No hay ningún palito de pescado, ¿no? ¿O sí? Es que no te digo muy bien, un momento. Sí, ¿hasta qué pasa con el palito?
Que aún sale, que aún me lo puedes regalar, ¿no?
Sí. Pero ¿cuánto queda? A ver. ¿Cuánto falta para que te pueda regalar?
Mira.
Pues ya me voy un rato y vuelvo, ¿vale? De no sé, media horita o así. Que voy a merendar. Ahora.
As we talked about, they are so incredibly close, doing everything they can to push towards the top. And you can see they got a lot of elims too in the round where they were playing defense. So not a ton of scoring going past them, only 35 points off the pace. But what I'm shocked about right now is there is nobody running 2-point props at all. Zero.
Tamori is a genius. He was already spotted out for the statue. He kind of hit over to the side and said, you know what, I kind of got to wait here. I can't park this statue.